There's a reason why Apple is calling the Vision Pro a spatial computer as opposed to a VR headset or mixed reality headset. It's not just about being passive and watching stuff around you. Spatial computing implies something active, and there's plenty of things you can do with this wearable device. The Apple Vision Pro is the most impressive piece of technology I've ever seen, said Ben Badgerin, CEO and principal analyst for creative strategies. So many Apple innovations that came before are evident in this product. From all their work in custom silicon, miniaturization, sensor fusion, camera sensors, custom sensors, all the things they learned in other products manifest in a VP to create the experience they did. The Apple Vision Pro is the most impressive piece of technology I've ever seen. Ben Badgerin, Creative Strategies. When I tried the Vision Pro, I realized this thing puts even the best ultra-wide monitors to shame. I loved how easy it was to move around apps with a gesture and pin them wherever I like. So you could have your browser in the middle of your spatial computing canvas, a messages app off to the left, a music player on the right, and maybe calendar and reminders in the corners or maybe just out of view. The Apple Vision Pro also has a lot of potential for collaboration, which I discovered during a FaceTime call demo during my Vision Pro hands-on. I was impressed how crisp Apple's Freeform app looked in augmented reality, complete with a 3D model I could manipulate. The other caller was using the Vision Pro, too, which is why I saw his digital persona, an animated 3D version of their head that spoke to me. It looked like the person I knew, though more like the video game version than the real deal. But the potential here is pretty great. Another way the Vision Pro is pushing past the iPhone? The displays. On my flight home from WWDC 2023, I enjoyed watching a few episodes of Ted Lasso on the iPhone 14 Pro Max, but a 6.7-inch display pales in comparison to the virtual 100-inch screen the Vision Pro is capable of projecting in front of your eyes. And we're talking about super sharp visuals here. The overall user experience, especially the eye tracking and finger gesture interface, is simply unmatched. Apple is setting the baseline expectation for spatial computing very high. Avi Greengard, Techsponential. The micro OLED displays on the Apple Vision Pro deliver more than 4K video to each eye, which is a total of 23 million pixels. Apple literally invented new displays for the Vision Pro that blow all the best VR headsets away. Apple also deserves credit for working with Zeiss to create custom optical inserts to compensate for vision correction. And while the iPhone is decidedly a 2D experience, the Vision Pro delivers jaw-dropping 3D visuals, which I experienced while watching Avatar: The Way of Water. You can also watch 3D photos and videos you create using the headset's own content capture button. I felt like I was there while I watched some friends gather around in front of a crackling fire. Just keep in mind that someone needs to be the nerd that dons the headset to capture those moments. There's some serious irony in that backlash, but the skepticism is understandable, especially since the new Vision Pro starts at $3,499. That's $500 more than the already high price some had predicted, and it's $2,500 more than the Meta Quest Pro. Though to be fair, Meta's headset started at $1,500 before a price cut. But as someone who has tried the Vision Pro, I think it's important to take a step back for a moment and think about what Apple has accomplished here. The Vision Pro feels very much like a version 1.0 product, from the external battery pack to the astronomical price. But the target audience isn't everyday consumers but developers who will deliver the types of experiences that will make version 2.0 and beyond compelling for the masses. Greengard says that if there is enough demand over time, the supply chain will ramp up, component yields will rise, and costs will come down eventually. Still, even now the Vision Pro feels like a very big and important step away from the iPhone as the center of your personal electronics universe. It will likely take a few generations before this feels like the next big thing, but I would not dismiss the Vision Pro itself. Remember that the iPhone started with a puny 3.5-inch screen, number 3G, and not even an app store. So I think we should give the Vision Pro, and its successors, some breathing room before we start passing judgment on this ambitious spatial computing initiative. There are a lot of open questions around what apps and content will drive demand, and issues around eye and head comfort. But the Apple Vision Pro feels like the birth of a new computing platform, said Greengart. The Apple glasses will eventually come, but this is the product that kicks off that post-iPhone era.